What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph! I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, we are getting back into some Pearl Jam. Yes, we are Pearl Jam fans, feeling you. So, we have a request here from Jeff Visser. Jeff wanted to watch me react to this song from Pearl Jam called Of the Earth. Now, apparently this is a live recording and Jack White is making an appearance on this song, so that's a bonus right there. Pretty cool. Let's see. This was posted by Ridley Bradout, and this video, okay, it's one of these hidden gems. It only has 1,508 views. Yeah, that won't get you there. No. Not yet. I'm sure that number will grow. Listen, as far as the number of views go, does it really matter? Not really. I mean, not really, but, you know, all this tells me, honestly, is that not many people have seen it. Does that mean the video's bad? No, not at all. I've seen plenty of videos where the view count's been, like, in the hundreds, and the video's been awesome. So, you know, don't take too much stock into the whole, you know, views thing. I just like using, you know, it'll get you there. I just like saying that, so I found a way to work it in. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, that's all there is to say. Nothing else to say anyway. Link to the original video will be down in the description below for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, Pearl Jam. Definitive Live, yes indeed. Of the Earth, Third Man Records, 2016, 6/9. Okay, cool. Sweet. Just really quick, if I sound a little froggish or whatever, I am feeling a little under the weather, so I got my tea with me. It's tea, yes. I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm not big on coffee. So I got a nice tea blend here. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Rising, fall. Wanna say
speeding up. Nice little break. Nice. Okay, I know I'm pausing in the middle of a solo. I'm sorry. This solo is going on and on and on, and I keep waiting for a break. Okay. Wow. Okay, this is a... Okay. There's a lot going on here. Sheesh. All right, so let's start with the riff. Let's start with the original riff that they started out the song with. You know, they're starting on the root, up to the 3, up to the 4. Very standard, like, you know, blues style. You know, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. And then they go down to the 7, down to the 6, and then back into the groove. 1, 3, 4, 1, 1, 3, 4. And that was nice. When they got to the pre-chorus, or the actual chorus, I didn't even really hear a pre-chorus. It was just straight into the chorus. They were down to 7, down to the 6, down to the 5. Almost like a major progression from the 7 downwards. So 7 to the 6 to the 5, which was really cool. And then back into the groove again, which was really nice. And now we got this extended solo where they changed gears. They went into a whole different feel now, and they sped up a bit too. And even during the course of the solo, they were starting to speed up a little bit. So we got some time changes, not time changes, we got some feel changes, some stylistic changes, and we got a slight tempo change twice, which was unexpected. And do I think the time change was accidental? It could have been, but knowing Pearl Jam and how systematic they are, I don't believe that was accidental. I believe that was absolutely intentional. I believe they meant to speed up there. Why? I don't know. I can't explain that part. But I don't know. It just seems to be like when it comes to Pearl Jam, nothing happens on accident when the entire band is involved. So anyway, let's back it up 10 seconds and let's keep going. Love those strippers. Sounds like Mike and Stone are trading off. Nice feel right now, I like that. Change again. Yep. Not a lot. It's on one there. Okay, pause. Okay, so drummer coming in with those triplets to break it up a bit. That bam 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 diddle 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 down 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 diddle diddle diddle, and then he fills out of it. Very tasteful fills. I love those triplet breaks. Love those triplet breaks because it breaks up the monotony of the solo section. Not the solo itself, just the solo section, the entire length of the solo. It helps kind of space it out a little bit. So that way people don't drift off into La La Land. They don't, space out or whatever. So that helps anchor everything back in, which is very, very intelligent drumming on the drummer's part, which is great job. I loved it, and with great feel. Coming out of the solo section, you went into that tom feel, just on top of the, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So on top of the and of 3, he goes in this, and then really nice feel on that. Really nice. Kind of not overbearing, but just kind of enough to stick out, just enough to make it noticeable, which was really nice. I love that feel with those toms. Really nicely done. And it sounds like we're getting back into the vocals again, which is, I mean, look, I loved the solo. Don't get me wrong. The solos were very well done, but extended solos like that, you run the risk of losing your audience. So you got to be careful. So let me back up 10 seconds here, and we'll get into some vocals. Let's see. Hopefully. Slow it down. Back into the original groove. So here we are back into the original groove. The 1 1 3 4 1 1 3 4 7 6 5 1 1. So they're using the 5 to transition out of the 7 and 6, using the 5 as a bridge to get back into the original groove, which is based on the 1. Because, I mean, look, you could, since you're doing a downward progression, you could have done the 6. The 7 to the 6, back to the 1. You could have, but going from the 6 to the 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 5, 1. You could, the 5 acts as a buffer. Like I said, since you're doing a downward progression anyway, going from 7 to 6 to 1, it fits. It works. The 5 just makes it a little easier, it just makes the pill a little easier to swallow. You know what I mean? It's not necessary, but it's nice. It's nice to have. So that's great. I love we're getting back to the original groove. I love how they seamlessly slowed down the tempo. Like, it wasn't abrupt. It was a definite deceleration. Just boom, back into the groove. And it was nice. It wasn't abrupt. It kind of irks me when, you're going along at a nice pace. It's too abrupt for me. I like how they did this here. I like how they slowed it down into the groove. And that was cool. Very well done. Again, precise, planned. I can tell that was planned. That was not, let's do this on the fly, because everybody did it together so seamlessly. Great job. Great job. Back it up 10 seconds. Let's keep going here. I'm enjoying this groove. Stay down. Nice. Very good. Very, very good. Well, there you go, folks. That was Pearl Jam with Of the Earth. That was a request from Jeff Visser. Let's see. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, what am I going to give that? I'm going to give that an 8.0. Yeah, 8.0. I feel good with that score. Let me tell you why. Okay, so...
Why?
From a songwriting standpoint, I think I like, to be perfectly honest with you, I think I like the songwriting the most about this song. The progression was really cool. I like that simple kind of bluesy progression, that starting out with the root, going up to the 3, going up to the 4, back down to the 1 again. That was really cool. And then they're going up to the 7, down to the 6, and then, you know, back into the 1 again. That was really cool, really nice, very smoothly done. The transition, using the 5 as the transition out of that 7 to 6 to the 5 on that on the and of 4, just that little transitional note made it easier to swallow. Now, like I said, you don't need the 5. You don't need it. You since you're going on a downward progression anyway, 7, 6, you could go right to 1 and it would have worked just fine. But the 5 did make it a little smoother, and it was nice. It was very tasty. It goes into this elongated solo section where everything speeds up, and everything speeds up. It slowly speeds up through the entire thing. Reminiscent of early, like I'm talking early, like late 60s, early 70s Carlos Santana, where the solo would just kind of take over the song and create a life of its own. And that's what I felt like here. I was getting serious shades of Carlos Santana and Woodstock during the whole guitar solo, where everything just progressively sped up, sped up, sped up, sped up. And it was done intentionally. It was all controlled. Kudos, big kudos during that whole section to the drummer and to Jeff, the bass player. Big kudos to them, because they kept everything moving. They kept the song progressing, at the same time staying locked in with each other through that whole speed up process, where everything was just going a little bit faster and a little bit faster. And you wouldn't hear it. Like, you didn't hear the speed up in tempo. You never heard the tempo actually speed up until they got to their apex, and then they come back into the groove again. You're like, wow, they really sped up quite a bit over the course of that whole solo section. And they really did. They just did it so smoothly that it was hardly noticeable. The solos were out of this world. And for the most part, I liked the solos. There were a couple parts, especially toward the end, where they kind of let the effects take over. And I get it. They were trying to get a certain sound. They were trying to get a certain feel. They got it. You know, that whole outer-worldly, otherworldly type of a feel, that outer space type of feel type of thing with, you know, using the delays and the wah with the delay, using the 7 to the sharp 6, you know, that dissonant sound, and, you know, using the 2s against the 1s. I got it. You know, I understand what they were doing there. I get it. I'm not a big fan of that style of soloing. I'm not. I don't like 7 to flat to sharp 6s, those little semitones, and they hold them both at the same time, and that you get that type of feel in your head, and it's like, God. You know, like I said, I understand why. I get why they did it. I'm not a fan of it. That's all. You know, it just makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. But very tastefully done. I would say about 95% of that solo, of all the solos, I enjoyed. It was just that last 5%, the last minute. Oh gosh, vocally, okay, here's the thing about the vocals on this. I couldn't really hear them. I heard they were there. I heard Eddie singing, but I couldn't understand anything he was saying because his vocals in the mix were so down. I mean, they were so low. I had a real hard time hearing him. Like I said, I could hear him. I know he was there. I know when he was singing. It's just the mix was he was so washed out of the mix, I couldn't hear what he was saying. So that's unfortunate. I kind of wish I could have heard what he was saying to add to this. But overall, like I said, it was a great job. Was it mind-blowing? No, not mind-blowing. But overall, really nicely done. Great job. It was a great job. But you see how enthusiastic I am about saying great job. You know, it's not like, oh my God, that was great. I'm not saying that. I'm saying this was a great job. And it was a great job. So, but that's why it's getting the 8.0. And like I said, mainly for the fact that I didn't like the last minute of the solo with letting the effects take over like that. With those, you know, 1s against the 2s and the 7s against the sharp 6s. And those semitone dissonant sounds. I've never been a fan of that style of soloing. Never. And the fact that I couldn't really hear Eddie Vedder in the mix at all. So that's why I came down and score a little bit. But hey, 8.0 is still a great score. So not going to knock it. So yeah, 8.0, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job. And I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more content like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base to become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like joining the fan base, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did like the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It will do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys did join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's it for today, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.